Hello everybody, welcome to Crit Football. Thank you for joining me. In this video, we are going to be talking about the round of 16 second leg ties happening in the Champions League this week. The first leg last week gave us a lot to think about. There were lots of goals, there were some massive results, there were some shocking statements reverberating all over Europe, and now the real pressure is in the second leg. Some teams have massive results and they just need to hang on, while some teams they only have a fraction of a result and they'll be looking to get this over the line. Let's break it down. Some teams need a miracle to survive. Let's see as we go into the ties. The first one we are starting with here is Arsenal versus Bayer Leverkusen. The first leg ended 1-1 at Bayer Leverkusen, which means this tie is balanced. It's tied heading into the return match at the Emirates. But we know that it's a huge opportunity for Arsenal with players like Bukayo Saka and even Max Daumann and Declan Rice will be expected to step up in this massive European night. Arsenal want to finish this one. They want to move on to the next stage, but Leverkusen are not an easy opponent. They got a massive result in their domestic league at the weekend, drawing to Bayern Munich 1-1, and so they would need to step on that momentum to get a result at the Emirates Stadium. But we know that Arsenal will throw everything at it, and Bayer Leverkusen, they have what it takes to halt Arsenal on the counter. So this tie is still open, but we'll be picking Arsenal to move on to the next stage. Another interesting tie that's wide open is Barcelona versus Newcastle. The first leg ended 1-1 at St. James Park, and everything will now be decided at Camp Nou. Barcelona will be relying heavily on players like Lamine Yamal to make a difference, like Rafinha to make a difference, but Newcastle have proven to be stubborn. They had a massive result at the weekend, winning at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea 1-0, and so they'll be looking to show their quality at Camp Nou. This one is going to be one of the most exciting and entertaining ones to look forward to. Let's see if Newcastle can put up a fight against Barcelona. Barcelona will definitely throw everything at it. They've done it before and they can do it again. An interesting tie to look forward to. We are picking Barcelona to get the job done at Camp Nou. Another interesting one, a shock result from last week, was Liverpool versus Galatasaray. Galatasaray beating Liverpool 1-0 at their stadium, and now Liverpool must overturn this deficit at Anfield. Liverpool have not been spicy. They had a draw at the weekend in the last minute. Tottenham scoring through Richarlison in the last minute to give Tottenham a draw at Anfield. But we know that Anfield on European nights are different. Can Liverpool make this one of the toughest places that Galatasaray have been to this season? They have Mo Salah, they have players like Gakpo, they have Szoboszlai that can make a difference. They have Ekitike. Let's see if Liverpool have the firepower to flip this one around, or if they are going to let it go. It's going to be a very tight match. Galatasaray are extremely dangerous on the counter with Osimhen leading the line. Let's see what they can do, because if Galatasaray score first, then suddenly Liverpool need 3 goals. They need 3 goals, and we know that their defense has been shaky in recent times, so it's going to be an intense night. I'm not giving any prediction about that one. It's going to be a tough night for Liverpool. Let's see if Galatasaray can finish the job. PSG versus Chelsea. PSG nearly and looks like they've done the job at their stadium. They beat Chelsea 5-2 in the first leg. It's a massive advantage heading into the return match at Stamford Bridge. PSG are lethal with players like Bakola, with players like Ousmane Dembele. They completely overwhelmed Chelsea in the finishing stages of that first leg tie. Chelsea were doing really well. They had a balance, but they let it slip. And so it might be very, very tough for them to go through now. They will need one of those greatest Champions League nights, greatest Champions League comeback in order for them to get this one through. Is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? No. Because if they go and they throw everything at it, they can still concede goals, and it's going to be very difficult. Picking PSG to move forward in that one. Real Madrid versus Man City. Of course, this is the headline tie. A really, really tough battle. It's more or less looking like a local derby these days. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Fede Valverde was awesome in the first leg, and he will continue to do that. Real Madrid are in total control of this tie. They won 3-0 at the Bernabeu. Valverde was fantastic, and I think he's going to be fantastic again. He was fantastic at the weekend, and he will continue to put in a huge performance at the Etihad. Erling Haaland was quiet in the first leg. Let's see if he can deliver something this time. If there's one team in world football that knows how to manage knockout games, it's Real Madrid, and I'm picking them to finish this one. Vinicius Juniors will be on top, and Madrid already have one foot firmly in the quarterfinals. But let's see if Manchester City can do something. Bayern versus Atalanta, that's a done tie. Bayern absolutely destroyed Atalanta in the first leg, 6-1, which means the second leg is just about finishing the job professionally. They might even rest their players. Harry Kane leading the line, and with Olise there, Bayern's attack is unstoppable. Luis Diaz is on fire. For Atlanta, realistically, the tie is already over. That's an interesting one. Atletico versus Tottenham. That's also another tie that might already be over. Huge scoreline for Atletico Madrid, beating Tottenham Hotspur 5-2 in the first leg. Tottenham now have everything to play for. They have a massive comeback to play for in London. It's going to be difficult for them. Atletico Madrid would do whatever it takes. They are very notoriously difficult to break down. Atletico Madrid with Diego Simeone, that's his trademark. So let's see what Tottenham is able to do, but I think they might win this one, but I don't see them going through. Antoine Griezmann will be leading the attack in that one. Atletico are very comfortable in this one, and I see them going through. Finally, we have Bodo Glimt versus Sporting. Bodo Glimt shocked many fans by winning the first leg of their tie, 3-0. Now Sporting would have to do something special in the second leg to stay alive. I don't think they can do it. Bodo Glimt are really the fairy tale team in this year's Champions League, and I see them going through. It's going to be a huge mountain to climb for Sporting. So heading into the second leg, there are some ties that look finished. There are some that are completely open. There are big questions to be asked of those teams. Can Manchester City stage a comeback against Real Madrid? Can Liverpool turn it around at Anfield? And can Arsenal get the job done at the Emirates Stadium? This one is going to go down to the wire. Let me know your predictions in the comment section. And if you like this breakdown, please make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more football content, because this is why we love European nights and this is why we love the game. I'll be seeing you as those results rolling. Thank you so much. Anything can happen, and I'll see you later. Peace out.